Death ain't face me heavy cause I ain't a tear, huh? Don't take that shit out on me, bro, go get revenge, huh? You know shit flowing through my head, I held them back for years. Last TV, you see my pain, I got the tears. See the trip when she drunk, I had to have the beers. My life for real, a couple nights I felt like playing for real. And if I can't, then my family really gonna be ashamed. You wasn't talking on the day, but some things can't change. Ain't nobody love me, I know you feel the same. Blacks out over my city, 90% chance of rain. I was wondering, would you ever love me again? I know I heard you from my past and your number again. I believe it's second chance I won't get never again. I'ma like who you is and I show money again. Again, 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 again. Taking drugs make my life feel better. If you know we ain't talking a while, we ain't trying to figure out sketch. If this ain't out the market, man, can't put that bitch on my mess. You fighting the snake cave, but the snake will turn into federal. I can't lie, these nights I've been so lonely. I can't lie, my dogs are turning phony. I can't lie, I wish you was here to hold me. I can't lie, I wish you was here to hold me. I was wondering, would you ever love me again? I know I heard you from my past and your number again. I believe it's second chance I won't get down me again. I'ma like who you is and not your man again. Again, 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 again. One thing I learned from life, niggas don't know me, they ain't my homie, they hate on me, they my time. I put on for being my city, and that's what's up on fire. I'm good, but I'm trying to get high. I'm a dog in a fire. High, 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 I'ma keep it G like a band. Looking for the money, friend. Sleeping on me. This is my blessing, my plan. I wanna thank all my fans. See y'all forever the man. All those things, no city rappers. All the niggas like those city rappers. If you gay squad, hit a killer, savage, trap. I'm a boss, up savage, ass nigga. And I'm stack up. Dirt in the club, the back up. He gon' make it rain. Can't keep the car and let go. Pop it, pop it. I'm leaving my cream stand, taking it from me. The burner is on. I shoot, but I don't condone. No. I'd rather own you. Free my niggas, I hate that phone shit. Two cups so they get high. One thing I hate is lying. Niggas don't know me, they act like my homie, they hate on me in my time. I just bring on for me and my city, and every switch shit been on fire. I'm good, but I'm trying to get high. Bitch, I'm a dog like a fire. High, 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 Fresh me a coat, I need to get high. Real some nigga, I don't need to lie. Nigga, my shoes, you been with a die. Cry, man, with the street like a bride. Remember my name, in case it's divine. Money and family, do like a pair. My brother was here, no one was there. Stretch to the color that hair. Praise to the higher. For the people that did go up there. Hold 12 and 9. He's saying one time, like, oh. One time, like, oh. Yeah. Don't understand me like saying from the street. Look at my son, remember me. Bitches that apple don't fall from the tree. Made him a chain like the rap. So that was the chap. With the 40, I'ma go crazy. Don't get mixed in mass, I'm trying. Can you hear me now? Okay. Somebody could be starting an LLC, small business. If you did email me on my Camillia Chalmers page, I cannot receive your emails. It has got to the capacity. So you can email me on Miss Camillia Chalmers, and I will get the emails. Okay, let's get into this reading and see. Somebody is definitely receiving an offer. I heard Pepsi. Somebody could have been just filling out an application for Pepsi or a company, a union company, and you are receiving an offer. Yeah, that's gonna bring in generational wealth. Okay. Somebody is starting a trust or a CD for a child. If you need help with that, you can email me as well. How to protect um, what you have, your businesses. Somebody could have wanted to send the police your way. Ooh, they don't want me to tell that. Somebody wanted somebody to get locked up to send the police to somebody's house. Okay. Trying to make it seem like that your environment is toxic, especially if you have kids. Okay. But it came out in reverse. Somebody's ancestors could be protecting them at this time. Okay. Somebody is doing something at a border. This could be somebody that I'm seeing stubborn, horns. Okay. It's definitely raining, so somebody could have did something out of anger, being impulsive. You okay, baby? You know, you know what my headphones are? Get them for me. No, it's not my birthday. This was my daughter's birthday. This is my grandmother and my dad. They passed away. This is an old church. It's a while ago. Okay, let's get into the reading. What is it that the collective needs to see? Pay raise. I said somebody will be receiving an offer. Somebody also could be going shopping for a birthday. Somebody here could be an Aries. Show me, spirit. Somebody could just be buying some Dior shoes. Okay, this had came from manifesting and planning. It could be a caseworker or a supervisor at a nonprofit. Somebody name is Gloria. Somebody could have had to bury a child this same time last year. Okay, somebody could be dealing with grief. Somebody could be still dealing with grief from having to bury a child. Somebody name is Sarah, Janice, Leroy. Partnerships. This where the pay raise gonna come in. You're gonna shake hands. If you have just applied for a job or um, if you have went to HR for a pay raise, somebody is waiting on a letter from unemployment. You're going to receive your unemployment. You just lost a job. It was a very petty situation with you losing this job, and you're going to be able to be compensated for the time that was wasted. Somebody name is Allie, Yolanda. No more debt. Debt in reverse. If you're going through financial constraints, it's because somebody. Stubborn. Let my windows open. Hold on one second. Uh, yeah, I'm trying to get my Palo Santo. I'm trying to get my Palo Santo. No, what is it? No, baby, you enjoy your food. Pull your brother door up. So I've been really, 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 really researching a lot lately. Buying a lot of books about investing and healing the body. So I had to go get my ashtray to warm my Palo. Uh, let's see. Somebody could be going to jail for some debt, credit card theft, identity theft that they put in somebody's name. Okay. Somebody could be a Taurus, Capricorn, or a Virgo woman. Nine of Pentacles. You could have worked hard for something for a very long time. You could have your own non-profit business, or you could be a nurse. Okay. That's getting ready to receive a pay raise. You could be dealing with a very flashy man. He has his own business. Okay. Somebody is getting ready to gift you in this season. You're on the receiving end of something. If you do have student loans, I'm hearing they will be paid. Maybe you have racked up a lot of student debt. Somebody feel like you turned your back now that you're healing and you're receiving blessings, you're receiving payout. Hi, how are you? How you doing today? Hey Bentley, I hope you're having an amazing day. Hey Lena, hey Floss Olivia, how you doing? What's the planning spirit? Knight of Swords in reverse. Somebody did something out of being impulsive. Okay, somebody was planning to do something impulsive. To an Aries Leo Sag, or an Aries Leo Sag is involved. Somebody could work for the post office, or somebody could be a security guard. Somebody could be in training to be to get their perk license, or to be an armed security guard, or just received it. Let's put Knight of Swords in reverse. King of Cups. Okay. Quick. Somebody could be wanting to come into business with you. Somebody don't want to rush in, and this could be a water sign. You could be an air sign, fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag. Somebody wants to rush in that was once stubborn in the past because they see that you're receiving your manifestations and you're traveling. Somebody could have just came back from Greece or Jamaica. Somebody is pocket watching you. You're going to receive an opportunity where you're going to have to travel. Yeah, it's got to do with work, finances, opportunities, um, generational wealth. Somebody could be investing some money. You could have started investing with $100 and you receiving your back end. You're being guided to invest in stocks and bonds. Somebody is being guided to invest in oil. You're tired of paying for love. What's the travel spirit? Yep, Wheel of Lovers. You could be a Gemini. Getting ready to travel. You're getting ready to meet somebody. There's going to be an opportunity that comes in out of nowhere. Okay. Somebody could be dyeing their hair a new color. Somebody could be getting their teeth. Somebody could be getting going to orthodontics to get some work on their teeth. Somebody credit score could have went up 30 points. Somebody is just receiving a lot of blessings. Let's see, Spirit. You could definitely be a King of Cups that's emotionally balanced now after going through a lot. Okay, you could have invested some money in something, but you don't know that you're getting ready to receive. If you paid over some or lost some money, $400. I'm saying $400. God has said He's gonna give you over that for something you gave. Somebody could be having car troubles. I'm hearing the engine. See, God fed 5,000 people. When I wrote this card, I mean in a blessing, an unexpected blessing of $5,000. Somebody could be worried about how you gonna eat, or somebody could be staying in a shelter at this time. You're worried about like housing or how you gonna survive. I just heard God is forcing you out of survivor mode into healing. It's tired of paying for love. It's tired of paying for drugs. Somebody could be from down south, from Memphis. Show me, Spirit. Somebody could have their own farm or has been started planting their own fruits and vegetables. I'm seeing lettuce. I'm seeing zucchini. Somebody could have inherited a house from their grandmother. You could be living in this house. You could be fixing a backyard up or doing some regener. You're like knocking the walls down. Okay, the house could be very very old, but it's yours. People changing on me is cool. Whoever had a plot twist to try to make sure that something was stagnant or stagnant for you is changing. Somebody wants to employ you because of your work ethic, your morals. Okay, somebody could be a parent of two children. You could be raised by an uncle or aunt. Somebody got some crucial evidence about something that was done to you in the wintertime in December. Okay, there could have been some. Okay, somebody could be a scammer, but someone is praying good prayers for you. So this is why no weapon formed up against you shall prosper. You got somebody that was stubborn or didn't want you to have a job in the past that's watching you succeed and elevate. Okay, somebody is going to be traveling in the month of May. I'm getting May 13th. Okay. Maybe your flight is for May. Okay. Somebody here could be a tourist. Somebody could have just did a sweetening spell, word magic. Somebody wanted to defeat you by words, saying that you wasn't going to succeed. But the killing part is you had somebody praying for you behind the scenes. They wanted to defeat you since you was a child, since you were little. Okay, this could be a childhood friend. Somebody could have called you weird. Okay, somebody could be exotic looking. You was warned. Somebody was warned to walk away from doing magic, word magic. Somebody was paid. Green money. Somebody was paid. Somebody name could be Manny. 1818. Optimist. Somebody here could try to frame somebody at the age of 18 years old. Okay. Again, here go magic. But the miracle was whoever this older person, I'm getting like an elder praying for somebody. Somebody name could be Hattie, Heather, Dolores, Annette. Somebody knew from a young age you were an iconic energy. Okay. Somebody could have been a problem child or misunderstood as a child, but most black sheeps are misunderstood. Somebody name could be Chancey, male figure on your mother's side protects you. So there could have been an uncle on your somebody mother brother that passed away. I heard 1940. He protects you. You have a lot of angelic energy around you at this time. If you've been you normally don't have, that's not for you. It's maybe time for you to put a offering out for your ancestors. If you've been called to go in and take a certain amount of money out, not to spend, but put it in your Bible in Psalms 119. Somebody is called before April 1st to do your manifestations. Blow that cinnamon in front of your door. Make sure you're burning cinnamon. Cinnamon draws in money all the time. This ain't nothing. Make sure you put in salt by your bed to protect your dreams. God speaks to his anointed through dreams. If God doesn't speak to you, if you feel you don't hear his voice, he will talk to you through dreams. Somebody first, last, or middle initial could be begin with an O. Somebody's name is Ivory. Hmm. Anika. Tanika. Are you woke? You ready to get ready to go? It's raining though. It say play dumb, but observe everything. So your ancestors, your guys are saying it. They want you to observe everything, but act like you don't see what's going on. Every action don't deserve a reaction. Somebody could be trying to get your attention because they know you connected to God. Somebody knows that you connected straight through the Most High. Okay. Somebody could have just bought a denim outfit, like a denim jacket with a denim pair of pants. Okay. Somebody grandmother could have worked for Avon back in the days. You know how back in the day they used to come to your house to sell the Avon. Somebody grandmother could have worked for Avon. Okay, that I'm talking to, or wore Avon products, the Avon lotions, the Avon oils. Okay, somebody definitely wants you to come out of character. Somebody don't want you to be focused on your passion and saving money. I'm being guided to tell you that you need to be saving because some of y'all are getting ready to be traveling overseas. Somebody passport. I'm seeing somebody be getting taking a picture for a passport. Okay, but this is something you manifested. I heard 7 years ago. Somebody could be on a weight loss medication. Okay, take care of yourself. Stay hydrated. Okay, you could be going through something with family members. Okay, because you're on this pill or medicine. I'm seeing physician, medical practitioner, medic. Somebody's not being honest. There's a doctor, a practitioner, a medic that's not telling the truth. Okay. It says, don't worry about the no's, just worry about the yes from God. Somebody is wondering, like, is you going to close in on a house or somebody is building a house from the ground up? Yeah. And that's the change that God wants you to have. Some of y'all could be seeing 555 or getting up at 5 in the morning. Okay. Somebody is leaving out for work at 555. Okay, you could be a truck driver or a chef. Somebody may have tattoos on their neck or their thigh that I could be talking to. Somebody is definitely talking about how captivating you are. Okay, somebody is saying how beautiful, like I said, you have a unique beauty, exotic beauty. You can have colorful eyes, steel gray eyes, curly hair. You have a beauty mark on your face above your eye. Somebody here could be albino or have an albino cousin that they're very, very close to that protects them. Mm. Somebody could be dealing with lupus or gout. Somebody could just be celebrating a wedding or just got proposed to, celebrating an engagement. And this could be a disappointing to somebody else that somebody was proposed to or getting engaged. This person is saying that they don't want to be a player no more. Somebody here could have made a player turn in a jersey. You could be getting ready to receive a big business and donation from somebody that's wealthy. You could not even know that this person is wealthy. You could have went to high school or met this person at a job. I'm hearing Starbucks, uh, Speedway. I'm hearing a nursing home. Hold on. I'm hearing some nursing home. You could work in a nursing home. I'm seeing Scrubs to be a bed maker or in school to be a nurse. Somebody could be celebrating get a their nursing certificate. You could be excited. Okay. Somebody is trying to follow you that is not of high honor. Okay. Somebody needs to cover the mirrors that's in your room while you sleeping at night. Mirrors are a portal, especially if you got a mirror over your bed. Hey, Brick Brad. Hey, my love. Hey, everybody. Hey, Young 75, 74. Promises everything but gives nothing. Your ancestors have said they moving people out of the way that promise you things but don't come through with it. If you guys have sat down at a table and said, okay, we're gonna do a nonprofit, this is what I'm gonna do, this is what you're gonna do. They said talk is cheap in this season. They're surrounding you around people that have their things together. They want you to walk in alignment so that you can be able to help people that don't have it together, that's trying to get it together. Somebody is going to receive a large amount of money and open up a shelter. This has been your dream since you was a young kid. You love helping people. You will give anybody the shirt off your back, but you love helping people, especially the homeless. There's something about the way the homeless gravitate to you. You'll buy them food, you'll give them money. Okay. Somebody is going to be able to open up a nonprofit to be able to help house people that are homeless, that have came on hard times. Somebody's name could be Dorothy. Okay. Somebody's first or last name could be Theodore, Witherspoon. It says fought cancer. Okay, you could have beat cancer. This is why I was telling you, if you don't know, you guys can go on Amazon and buy this book. If you're dealing with any health issues, this is not a paid promotion, but everything is in this book. Let me show you something. Okay, we got the cure for high blood pressure. Okay, I know for a minute they were telling me that I had high blood pressure, but it wasn't true. They also have lupus, how to cure lupus in this book. What herbs to take. Okay, a lot of these herbs I have never seen before. Liver disease, liver cancer. So this is a good book to grab, to have on hand. Promoting hair growth. If you're losing your hair because you're mid 30s or you are taking diabetic medicine or anything, they'll um they'll show you the herbs to get. Somebody here could be into music. Somebody grandfather or somebody could have had a band or was in a band. Okay, Somebody is gone. Somebody got a story to tell the world. And this is why you can't give up. This is why you got to keep going. This is why even when it get hard and you feel like you doing all this good for the world for nothing, somebody could have just donated clothes to the shelters. Okay, somebody does this every year. You donate, you give back, you feed the homeless. Nothing that you're doing, God said, have a seek low. Everything that you're doing, God is seeing. And as long as you continue to move out the genuine part of your heart. Don't worry about the way they're going to judge you. Don't worry about them talking about you. They're going to talk about you whether you do good or bad. Do what God puts on your heart to be the best version of yourself. And if you are ever in a room where somebody makes you be the ugly side of you, you need to disconnect. You need to let go. You need to evacuate. Okay. You have no idea how great it is to hear your voice and see your face. Oh, hope the kids are doing great. And of course, you. Yeah, I'm doing good. We've been going through some things, but it's nothing. It's okay. The kids are good. They're still on spring break. They go back to school in April. Junior is getting braces. Um, we doing okay. God, grace, and His mercy, we've been okay. Since the car accident, we've been dealing with Junior having bad dreams. But other than that, everybody is okay. Thank you for asking me. I hope it's me that's what I want. Okay, somebody could be going to get their nails done today or tomorrow. There could be some gossiping going on about you, especially how beautiful you are. Somebody could have a resting bee face. Like you could look really mean, but you're a very beautiful person. Like a lot of people could want to come up to you and speak to you or whatever, but they can feel intimidated by you. Okay, people could be talking about how young you look for your age, how beautiful your skin is. Somebody got very beautiful eyes. I keep seeing some eyes. Okay, be careful with being recorded. They got these meta glasses that you can be recorded. Like these people have these glasses on their face and they can be recording you. So be careful with that. Somebody got telekinetic powers where you could talk. Somebody is trying to talk to you, telepathically talk to you. This could be an angel, a guide, an ancestor. Somebody's sister died. Okay, you and your sister could look like twins. Okay, this is for only one part of the collective. Okay, you and your sister could either be close in age, 10 months apart, 11 months apart. Something bad could have happened to your sister when you was a little girl. Somebody here is trying to connect with you to let you know do not blame yourself. Something was not your fault. I don't know if you guys were swimming because I'm seeing a Livy. So you could live like in the Mississippi. Okay, you could live where it's southern. She wants you to know that she's not trying to scare you, but if you do get somebody trying to scare you, it's not from her. She don't send telepathic messages to you to scare you. I'm hearing her say, "I will never scare you." Somebody could wore their hair in two long braids. You and your sister. Okay, you have a lot of pictures of you and your sister when you guys were younger, or this could be a boy, somebody's brother that passed away, and you and him was close in age. Okay, somebody's name could be Timothy, Dexter. I'm hearing about the Mockingbird. Okay. Do you know what this is with Maya Angelou? Okay. Somebody could have said you were lying about something that was actually the truth. Somebody could have went silent because something bad happened to them and they didn't know how, as a child, to communicate what bad happened. The Mockingbird. Go look this up by Maya Angelou. I don't know why the Mockingbird sings. It's a book. You can hear it, on audio. Somebody name could be Angelo. Somebody name here could be Maya. Somebody getting ready to move. You could be packing as we speak. While you're listening to me, you can actually be packing up your kitchen, packing up. You can be getting ready to move. Okay, praying for y'all. Oh, he's so handsome. I'm still fighting for Aiden and my money. Hopefully soon. I'm definitely praying for you. I'm gonna do a money ritual for you on April when I pull mines in, and it works. I've been receiving all kinds of blessings, you guys, out of nowhere. You know, so. Everything must be clean. The floors, the walls must be wiped down. You can make your own Florida water if you need me to give. Some of y'all got my number, so you can reach out for these things. But you have to wipe your walls down and everything. You burn the cinnamon in 4 cups of water with 3 cinnamon sticks, bay leaves. Bay leaves is all about money. You can add a little rosemary in there. I always do it. And I just let it steep on my stove. It makes the whole house smell good. But you also calling your ancestors in for help. You need help bringing this money in, especially if you're trying to move. I'm getting like somebody trying to move. Okay, you won't new. I'm here and I just want to go somewhere and start all over. And it's coming for you. Okay, harvesting your energy to take back to other women or men. Be careful. Somebody wants to come in and act like they love you, but they want to take your energy to somebody else that they sleeping with or in close vicinity to. So be careful. Everybody don't deserve your energy. You know, they can. Everybody does not deserve the best version of you. You know how everybody got a different version of you because they try. You know how certain people get the disrespectful version of you. Certain people get the kind version of you. Certain people get the calm version of you. But we're mirrors. If you disrespect me, most likely you're going to get a disrespectful version of me. But if you're honest with me, you're going to get the honest version of me. If you're kind to me, most likely I'm going to be kind to you. Somebody could have problems with their teenager, okay? It's going to get better. Don't give up on them. Keep showing up. You can get tired, but don't give out. Yeah, I'm doing my hair under here. That's why I got a head on. I'm trying to do me a little wig. So I had to do me a ball cap. So I had my head on because I was trying to do my hair. Well, let's go. That'd be great. I used to. That would be great to use it. Still in love with an ex. So if somebody coming, they're trying to come back to you and they still attached to an ex. Be careful. This is the summer. It's spring. It's coming. It's gonna be nice outside. Okay, you've been taking care of yourself all winter. You've been healing. Okay, somebody trying to get in your business and trying to figure out what do you have going on. Okay, see when you already prepared, when you ready, you ain't gotta get ready. Remember, when you were little, and your parents would always say, when you ready, you don't have to get ready. So they keep that see bald head. She like Amber Rose. You a powerhouse. This is what they saying. Even if it get hard, you can't give up. Even when you want to give out, you can't give out. You have work to do. I know that it seems like sometimes the odds are against you. I know people in the government, the legislative, the executive, they try to play with you, but they're not gonna play with the devil. Not gonna ride a back of somebody that ain't got a purpose on their life. The devil is not gonna try to show God that you're not who God said you are if you ain't worth nothing. The only way the devil, minions, people go mess with you is if you everything to the Most High. And that don't mean you got to be perfect. You could have been through things. You could have just got released from prison. You could be just starting your own business, okay? But now you know how to do it and what not to do. Okay, somebody is coming out of a poly relationship and you're trying to find your self worth, okay? Somebody's name could be Amber. Somebody could be something could be going on with a child with an Amber Alert. It says you are on the path towards success and great achievement. Don't allow any obstacles to hinder your progress. Wonderful new ideas. Somebody could be dyeing their hair amber. Somebody could be doing something new with their hair, or new with their looks. Somebody could have recently just lost a lot of weight. Okay, congrats. Somebody could have just re-enrolled in school. Congrats. Somebody could be looking for an update from a job. You are gonna get it. I definitely think the offer here. Okay. Some of y'all are going to be receiving a job and to be able to travel, something that you manifested, okay? But they're saying something about saving your money. It's time for you to save and don't spend on things that don't need to be bought. Okay, some of y'all got a shopping addiction where you like to shop. But so some reason, God is saying it's time to get in that energy of saving. Just pay attention. We're going through some crazy things in this world. And I know you may not be worried about it and you may have it all figured out. Some of y'all need to continue to connect with God because sometimes when everything is going on in your life, you lose your way. Some of y'all are being brought into arguments, into drama that do not concern you. Every action does not deserve a reaction. Somebody wants you to take action because they want you to be looked at as a bad person in front of a lot of people. So I'm telling you, you're being watched. Just like a movie is when they say action. Okay, somebody wants to do something so that you can spare allowance. Okay, so you won't receive this pay raise. So you won't be able to travel. Okay, so you won't have the money to invest in whatever you want to invest in. Okay, I needed to talk to somebody's about the LLC. So again, if you want to talk with me about the LLC and the trust and how it started, you, if you email me on CamilliaMChalmers@gmail.com, I cannot receive. My email is to the capacity over there. But you can email me at MissCamilliaChalmers@gmail.com. I will get to your email at my earliest convenience. Um, I think I'm going to start a group and it don't just have to be women, it could be for men and everybody that knows about starting a business, that has questions about where do they start, you know, um, and how to cover their assets. Because you can start a business, but having your own business, you can be sued. So there's a way that when you have your own business, that you will be covered and you won't be sued, but your company. You know what I'm saying? So if you want me to break that down and go into things, because I can, you have to email me. I'm gonna get ready to get up out of here, but I want to close it out. I want to see what Mama. Do me a favor. Boundaries. They said set those healthy boundaries. When you say no to somebody, it's a no. When you say you can't do it, it's a can't do it. It ain't that you being mean. It ain't that you being stuck up. You just set boundaries and keep them. Could you give me my um Mystic Beauty cards that's on my desk in the back? The insurance cards. Amber Alert. It's not my baby, is it? No, I'm just saying. I just heard. When I said amber, the word amber, and I said that a woman may be coloring her hair amber or her name is Amber, I seen the alert of a child missing. Okay. You talked to Ada? You talked to Miss Griffin and Ada? How's Ada doing? Okay. He at his dad's house? Okay, let's go. That could be great. Oh, that would be great. Yeah, like, Duty, do me a favor. Go in the kitchen and get my big bag of cinnamon sticks for me. I want to show y'all how much I got these. I do this every first of the month. So every first of the month, I wipe my walls down and I just prepare the house. Of course, you clean your house every day, but I'm just saying the first of the month is when I get my cranberries, my cinnamon sticks, my bay leaves. I bring my grandmother's old pot to a boil. I put the water in it. It can be spring water or distilled water because you're not drinking this. You're just boiling it and it's going to make your whole house, like even if you have pets, it's just, and it clears out because the water is clearing. You see it, Duty? It's like a big bag of cinnamon sticks, but they like turn the light on so you can see it. Because I got this from like a grocery store. If it's cinnamon sticks, you should be able to buy it in a grocery store. Cloves. I boil the cloves, the black cloves. Cloves is also good to drink the water after you're boiling it. It helps with inflammation in your body. It helps to clear the pathway. If you're having teeth problems, the cloves will help. But yeah, I put the cloves in the water with the cranberries and the cinnamon sticks. I let it boil for like the whole day of the first. So while I'm cleaning up, it's boiling. While the kids are cleaning their bathroom, it's boiling. When we go out, it's still, I leave the stove on, but I leave it real low. You know, you don't see it. Now I'm gonna walk over it and I'm gonna you get your clothes on. Um, they was right here. So I go get the big bag of cinnamon sticks. I take about three of them. I just put them on the stove and the boil. I got this big old bag for $5.59. Then I go get the biggest thing of bay leaves. Put the bay leaves in the pot. Let it steep up every first of the month. Even if you forget on the first, you could do it from the first to the fifth of the month. It's okay. You could do it because I sometimes I forget because I'm paying my rent. I got bills to pay on the first. Cool. That second day, I'm gonna be like, okay, as I'm in my kitchen, because the first of the month you go get the paper towels, you go get Ziploc bags, you just go restock up on things that you may have fell short with, right? I'm gonna be like, okay, let me boil the cinnamon sticks. Then I get the cranberries, and then I let it go for the whole day. I'm saying, y'all, things that I thought I had to pay for, even with the braces with Junior, it was just God was just washing a lot of things away from me so I could be able to get other things done. You know, I always wanted to work on my teeth, but I would rather my children's teeth and they stuff be really put together the right way. Like I tell my kids, you can't get no more teeth. Once you damage these teeth, you got to pay for them. The government not paying for no teeth. They don't care. And I noticed a lot of my people that's my age, we're missing our side teeth. because our parents, we didn't get the oral health that we needed. I can count on my hand how many times I went to the dentist as a child. I don't play that with my kids. They didn't have no, we just went to the dentist last week. They didn't have no cavities. So I really feel like I'm doing good. Me and our D are losing weight. So I really feel like the more and more I read this book and it's telling me the alkaline diet, what I can have. With me, it's not what about I'm eating, it's the portion size. See, my eyes be bigger than my stomach. Sometimes I feel like I can eat more than what I can really digest. But I've been working on my gut. Um, my gut, I don't, it's not, it wasn't healthy. So I'm eating a lot of ginger, a lot of smoothies, chia seeds, flex seeds in my smoothies, a lot of blackberries, blueberries, zucchini, just with not even cooked. Because a lot of times when we cooking our nutrition out of the food, zucchinis raw, cut up with a little salt and pepper, fresh. A lot of cucumbers. I've been doing a lot of cucumber water and lemons, a lot of walking. I noticed that the elders in my family, once they slow down and stop walking and moving, the mobility of their body stopped. So as long as you keep working and keep walking and running, your body gonna keep on. You know what I'm saying? So I just need my body to keep on. I told somebody I'm not afraid of dying. I'm afraid of leaving my kids without the love that I give them. You know, dying, we all have to do that. You got a birth date and a death date. It's to leaving my children for somebody else to treat them different or give them unrequited love. You know, put this up for me, baby. We picking. You're not supposed to be picking at that foot. But yeah, y'all. So I have a visit today and can't get a hold. And a lot of stuff been going on with the child protective services. It's been a lot of stuff. Like I have a girl in Detroit. I love her to death. And I just don't see the fault in taking a child away from a loving home to put them somewhere that's overly populated, that they're gonna be looked over and less loved. You know, I feel like we should be able to help the parent. If it's parenting classes, they need anger management. If they need beds, we should be able to help the parents instead of trying to break a family up. It doesn't make sense to me. You know, years ago they took my son from me, and it broke me as a mother. But without God and my book, my Bible, I really lost my mind. I had to let go, and it's hard to let go when it's about your child. But I didn't. I felt like I didn't have the support I needed. But God kept telling me I had everything He wanted me to have in that season. He needed me to learn how to deal with problems on my own. He needed me to learn how to stop telling what I was going through, but to deal with it. Because most time you give people fuel to hurt you when you tell them what you're going through. Sometimes you think people care, but they really don't. You really got to get a good, come across some good people that really care about what you're going through. And I'm not saying there's no good people out there no more, but I'm saying you gotta find them. They ain't just walking up to you with a step on their hand saying, "Hey, I'm a good person. I want a good friend." You ain't gonna find them like that. But I felt like had they left my son with his mother, he would be a completely different kid, completely different. But God knew what we needed as a mother and son in our relationship. I'm not saying me and Malachi relationship is perfect, but it's damn sure better than what it was. And we communicate better. And I don't feel like it's forced.
I used to feel like it was forced, you know. He's growing up, he's becoming a young man, and I don't agree with a lot of the things that Malachi do, but I love my son. And I had to ask God to show me how to forgive my son because I was very hurt with what he conspired to do. But when you love somebody, when you truly love, so I don't ever think I have ever loved anything in my life the way I love my children. I don't see them as teenagers or preteens. I see them as small babies that came out of me. I don't know what's wrong with that, but I did a lot of praying, Britt Brat. I did a lot of crying, Britt Brat. I did a lot of isolation. I did a lot of I lost my mind. I lost my mind when I lost my son. Ain't no big eyes or little U's. I definitely lost myself because I'm nothing without my kids. I ain't gonna lie. Like I dedicate my time to making them become the best individuals that they can be. And they gonna scrape their knee, they gonna get it wrong. But I want them to be able to know that they can call mama anytime and my door will always be open. See, that's the difference. A lot of us knew that we couldn't go back home, that there was no home to go back to. I want my kid to understand if that relationship don't work out, if that job don't work out, if the world don't work out, we gonna figure it out. I'm sorry you went through that. That is the worst. I'm broken. He's not the same. He's not the same kid. It's taking all of him. I'm worried because I have concerns already. And now they can't get a hold of the family for me to see him. You know what? And they play those games because I always say they talk about the crash out, but they never talked about what made the crash out crash out. You talk about like when people come to me about mothers and everything, I always say there's three sides to every story. My side, your side, and the truth. Thank you, baby. You a good mother too. Don't let this beat you down. Don't let this weigh you down, Britt Brett. You're gonna get through this. God will never allow you to go through anything without knowing that you're gonna get through it clean. God got his hands on you and Aiden. Y'all gonna get through it. You pray for him like you praying over a new baby that ain't even made it to this world yet. But this is what I learned to say in my prayers. God, I give Malachi back to you the same way that you gave him to me, God. Let your will be done over his life in the mighty name of Jesus. God, I cannot be in every room and I can't hear every conversation. But God, convict my son when he is wrong. God, get him on the straight and narrow. I ask that Archangel Michael and Archangel Malachi protect him. I ask that Archangel Raphael keeps the green emerald around him of healing. God, when he get ready to do wrong, I pray that you put it in his mind to do right. See, and then I say amen. But when you praying for him, God will give him a conscience that he can't get rid with. I started praying more than I was complaining. I stopped complaining and I started praying. I started getting busy, getting them busy. I started making rules in here. Yeah, you can have company, but you can't stay that long. I got a daughter I'm raising. She watching everything we doing. This is not a Motel 6. I'm a mother. I love you. My door's always open, but you ain't gonna make no fool out of me. I think about it when I was a kid. I did things. I was sneaky. I was fast, but I was smart. I had money. I had a job. I had morals. When I liked it a man, he knew I liked him. And I wasn't sleeping with his friend. I don't care how mad he made me, I ain't touching him. Cause I love you. See, my get back ain't getting in the next bed. My get back is getting that paper. So next time you see me, I'm unrecognizable. You know I've healed. I got my church stuff on because I'm going to get the word. I never understood when I would be in a relationship and then my exes would try to sleep with my you crazy as hell. I'm finna get in a covenant with the most high God. I'm finna grow my hair back out. I'm finna get my shape together. I'm finna get my mind right. I'm finna get an alignment. See, when I start losing things, I start asking God, God, what did I do wrong? I start taking accountability. I know that God spanks the ones that he loves. Yes, he do. God will give you your heart desire and strip it from you if you ain't doing right by his children. See, when I pray, I don't know everybody I hurt. I don't know everybody I done called back. But I say, God, forgive me for any of your children that I put my tongue on that I wasn't supposed to. See, a lot of times we be in trouble because we don't even know who working for the Most High God. Sometimes you be in the presence of an earth angel and you can't fathom to know why they so humble, why they so giving, why they so understanding. You better be careful when you put your mouth on the wrong people. I can sit back and tell y'all about the things I've been through. You gonna swear I'm telling you a lie. I thank God every morning that I wake up and my feet can touch the ground. I made it in a city that don't allow you to make it past 30. I'll be 39 come my birthday. I've been robbed here. I've been raped here. I've been abused, mistreated, but I did not give up. I may take a break, but know why I'm taking that break? I'm healing. See, it's one thing to fake healing. When you really start healing, it show up on you. I went to the doctor the other day. My doctor said something different about you. I can't put my finger on it, but it's something different about you. I learned, I asked God to give me patience, and I started receiving all these type of problems. I asked God for wisdom, then I started understanding more. I hear people tell me all the time I can't raise a man. Well, I'm not trying to raise a man. I'm trying to raise a decent human being. A decent human being that know right from wrong, that know how to go out here and get it at whatever job, whether that be McDonald's or Burger King. A stand-up man that holds himself accountable. Oh man, I'm a man. I need a job. I can't be out here with no money in my pocket. Oh man, that's my lady. I gotta make sure she eat. She with me. I gotta feed her. Oh man, mama, I slipped up. I got somebody pregnant. I gotta stand up and be a young man, mama. I did that. I made a mistake. That's what type of man. Now I'm mad. I would be mad. But if he come at me like that, I will have to stand up and understand. I'm raising a decent human being. God knows I miss the grandmothers with the aprons, the grandmothers that was more like the mother. God knows that I be praying for the wisdom that they carry because a lot of time it's their prayers that kept us alive. Don't you know it's your grandmother prayers that keeping you alive? You think it's just you out here that people love you. No, it's your grandmother, your great grandmother prayers that's keeping you alive. Them great aunties. They got the dinner made before 3 o'clock. They didn't put your kids in a bathtub and their hair comb because they on the way to Sunday school. The ones that'll get in your ass when you did wrong. They didn't care about being cool with you. When you was wrong, you was wrong. And when you was right, they'll let you know that too. The ones that do that knew how to cure everything. You went to their house with eczema, you leave their house, your skin be healed. The ones that had the healing in their hands, that when you going through with your mama, all you need is auntie to grab you and say, it's gonna be okay, baby. We gonna figure it out. The ones that you never had to question loved you because they showed by their action that they loved you. Huh. We're in a world full of people that want to act like everybody else, that's afraid of being different, that's afraid of showing emotion, that's afraid of saying today just really ain't my goddamn day. But I'm still here. I'm pushing through it. The fathers that was providers, that you knew he was coming because you could hear his keys jangling down the hallway. There wasn't no boy spending the night up in here because if she ain't married to him, he can't sleep over here at night. That whooped ass when he was disrespected. All the woman got to do is make sure the house clean and the kids is kept. It was on him to pay the mortgage. It was on him to provide and be a leader. That's when the real men, they stood up as men. Baby, we ain't gotta shoot each other. We gonna get in the middle of this street and we gonna go war for war. But when we done, let the best man win. I ain't gotta worry about catching you trying to shoot your parents or none of that. That was when it was real structures and games. When you couldn't do a certain thing because you was connected to a certain gang. So when you touched somebody when they was with their mama, your ass was in a world weep of trouble. When the men protected the women. You ain't gonna beat on her over here. You gonna get your ass from around here doing all that. We real men. We don't whip women. We don't beat women. We provide and we love and we are leaders. The real divine master. You got the women more manlier than the men. And you got the men thinking they catch. Don't let that go over your head. I miss it. The uncles that showed up when my daddy couldn't show up for Daddy's Day, but he had his three-layer suit on, bow tie together, uh, corny, pointy shoes, handkerchief hanging out the pocket. Your daddy couldn't be here, but he told me to come and stand in line for him. The uncles that made the bond, hey, bro, if anything ever happened to you, I got your kids. But they meant that shit. If anything ever happened to you, I'm gonna take care of your mama and I got your key. Hey, vibration. What them men at? We still got some of them, but they so damn traumatized. You know, back in the day, our families made you aunties and uncles early. So you had to be mature. You and your niece were about 3 years apart, but you was the auntie. See, we had rules growing up. We ate leftovers. When mama made pot roast and she made carrots and potatoes and she got a 9 to 5 job, we warmed up what she made the night before because we ate leftovers. We didn't get Wing Stop and DoorDash and we didn't get none of that. We ate inside the house. That's how we stayed healthy. When my mama say, I'm going to call your daddy, that means straighten up and fly right because we don't want you to call daddy. You call daddy, everybody in trouble. See, I don't know about y'all, but I was raised when my daddy got home at 6 o'clock, floors was met, my bedrooms was clean, dishes was put up. We done already ate dinner. That was grown folks' time. That was him and my mama time to have a nightcap. Kids was in the bed. I don't know about you, but I couldn't go when my mama was on the phone talking to her friend. I couldn't butt in while she was talking. I had to shut the fuck up or get out that room. Excuse my language. When my mama got her income tax, we didn't talk about, oh, my mama got her taxes. That wasn't none of our business. My mother could give us a look from across the room, and we knew to cut it out. These kids today, they'll argue with you, they'll discredit you, they feel entitled. How you entitled for something that I worked hard for? And I'm trying to throw you in the game, but you're lazy as hell. See, me and my people built different. We gonna fill out the application. We girl, you want this job? Well, fill the application out, and I'm gonna have my manager pull the application. We went to work and got it. We said yes, ma'am, no, ma'am. We weren't cursing in front of no adults on the CTA, off the CTA, wherever we was respectful. See, we had the type of people. My grandmother, when I got in trouble, the grandmothers on the block was able to chastise me. Oh, that's Carolyn's granddaughter. Get her. We went in the house when the street lights came on. When daddy, see, we would go ask mama, but we knew the final decision came from daddy. Whether we could go spend a night, whether we could go outside in the neighborhood we lived in. My parents didn't play those type of games. Take me back to the times when you said your mother, we respected. We didn't come in the front door without speaking to everybody that was in the household. Hey, how you doing? Hi, how you doing? These kids will come through your front door and walk past you like they pay rent. Baby, you gotta wake up early in the morning, go to sleep real late to get over on a mother like me. That's just out of respect. I didn't bring trouble home. Everybody didn't get a chance to meet my mama or my daddy. You have to be a special kind for me to even bring you to meet them. When mama bought the junk and the cookies and the sweets, and we ate it all up, oh, she wasn't going back outside to get no more snacks. We was done for the month. Because guess what mama gonna do? She gonna buy boxes of popsicle, boxes of donuts. So she say, once she eat it all up, we couldn't run in and out of our parents' house. Once we went outside, we stayed outside till we got called in. One of those jump ons. We fought head up. Let the best person win. You knock me out, I got to take that knockout. But if I knock you out, I don't want to hear about it till Friday. I had 5 adopted brothers. We couldn't walk home without each other. We couldn't go to 1244 West 98th Street without one of each other. We lived in Motown. My daddy was a GD. Let's make it real. I'm going to tell you what type of family I grew up in. We lived in Motown. My daddy was a GD from over east. This man right here. So I'm gonna make it. That's why I grew. I got morals. You got to make me under. You can't feed me garbage and make me and tell me to buy it because you selling it. I don't go like that. And I ask God time and time again. I say, God, I know people reincarnate and we come back to where I can't do it again, God. Can I be one of the disciples, or can I just hang up there with you? Because it's just not healthy down here. It's not. I'm be a grandmother before I turn 40. It ain't healthy down here. Everybody in a rush. You see an 80-year-old lady going across the street, you trying to rush her. She got a cane. You ain't even being patient to let her just hold your car back and let her take her time across. You got a grandmother too. You got your sons disrespecting these girls, calling them whores, sluts, and bitches. I ain't rewarding bad behavior. My son know not even to play with me. He tried, because they all tried. Don't kids try? When you say, hey, don't eat no more candy, y'all had enough. And then you know when mama tired and she didn't have her bath and she go kick her legs up in her beautiful plush bed, and then they sneak in that kitchen and they hit those fruit cocktails. They move the fruit cocktails and then they get that box up and they try to get the kid. Kids are gonna do it. They only gonna go as far as we allow. I had to go grab the broom for Melicat the other day. Yeah, I did. All my kids gonna be taller and bigger than me, but I want you to know who is boss. I'm boss. Did I use it? No. But how many times did my grandmother go get the broom for me? But she used it. My grandmother wasn't going to get the house shoe, the broom. What? My honey buns. So you gonna stop mine talking for my honey buns? See what kids do? You ain't even say excuse me, mom. Go ahead, get you a honey bun, man. But y'all, that's what I'm saying. See what? Just like that, I would have got on punishment for that. If my mother was talking and I would have stopped her without saying, excuse me, mom, excuse me, mom. Even if I'm still saying excuse me and she ignored me and I go on to talk, oh baby, I'm on punishment. You know how I know I'm punishment? Ring, ring, ring. Hey, Rashonda, Camille can't get on the phone. Camille is on punishment. Ring, ring, ring. Hey, Najee, Camille cannot get on the phone. Camille is on punishment. Ring, ring, ring. Hey, Whitley, Camille cannot get on the phone. Camille is on punishment. You feel what I'm saying? We had strict. My parents had a strict. They ran a strict. So when we went to our cousins' houses or we went to the projects, that's when we had fun. Cause at home ain't none of that. I'm not saying we weren't provided for. I'm just saying we just knew not to. So that was my rant. But be looking for things to get better. And if you've had it in your mind about a doctor or a practitioner not being honest, then use your every action don't deserve a reaction. Everybody do not deserve your energy. I don't care how long you knew them. I don't care what y'all went through together. Sometimes God will move out the old to bring you in new. You can't go holding on to something when God want to give you something new. So you hold on to the old, not even knowing what He got in store for you. Okay, I did say that I'm gonna get y'all a closing message. I want to know what the advice is. Then I say somebody moving. Then I say it, or just getting something new is happening. You know. So get ready. I just want one card, and then I want to get the evidence. Give me one card. They saying something about, huh? Some of y'all getting ready to go into union. It's summertime. You're getting ready to meet somebody. There could be a reconciliation on somebody's mind, but be careful because somebody is looking at you like a ticket. Okay, pay attention. Pay attention. People are moody just like the weather. Don't do for people what you know they won't do for you. Don't engage in conversations. You don't have to explain yourself to nobody but the Most High. Divine timing. Everything will work out in divine timing. This pay raise, this debt, if you hold on, if you got debt, God is saying it's gonna be reversed. Don't worry about it. One thing that I love about the Most High is we worry about stuff that He already worked out in our favors. So you be worried about some of y'all could be seeing a number 227, 222, 777. Okay, 665. I want to see if one card come out this deck, and then I do see an undeniable bond. So whatever this is, it will be an undeniable. Somebody needs to know that you got a crush. Somebody been watching you for a while. Okay, this person could have been watching you since October. I'm getting pumpkins. I'm getting Halloween. Okay, you got a secret crush, but they also saying you're being watched under surveillance. Okay, if there's an investigation going on, understand investigation will only last for 30 to 90 days. After that, they have to give you some type of inconclusive or they have to give you some type of information. They cannot prolong it. And I can show paperwork on that. Okay. One more. Set boundaries. They saying something about boundaries that need to be set or you have set the boundaries. They saying stand on it. There's no need for you to let up. Something that has to stay firm. Okay? They're saying there will be some standoffs, but you got the Most High God that's protecting you. He's saying, stand your ground. Okay? I need to see one of these. 9/11. Okay, somebody could, there could be some police that's going to get called. I'm seeing 9/11. Somebody's birthday could be September the 11th. Okay, being of service. You're being guided to stay focused because you're being called. This can have something to do with this paper race, this traveling. Some of y'all are tarot card readers. Some of y'all, Aiden. Some of y'all are being guided to understand that everything has to happen in divine time. Okay, He can't work on our time. It always happens. God don't never be late. He always on time. Even when you think he late, he be like, I knew exactly what time to pull up, how to pull the move. Okay. Somebody here is a sacrificial lamb. I'm hearing sacrificial lamb. Okay. Didn't I say you could been seeing the number 777? Okay, that's saying stay in alignment. 1313. You're going to receive some type of clarity. Was it good, baby? It was good. It was fresh. What's the advice? Duality. You can be a Gemini. They have a lot of dualities. Okay. It says, within you are shadows of dark and beams of light. The divine is reminding you to embrace the duality that is in your individual spark. The spark is being ignited and it is ready to illuminate the path ahead. I fully embrace who I am and I allow change where it is needed. I trust the duality within me. Okay, some of y'all are going to be receiving whispers from your angels. Okay, some of y'all are connected to Archangel Daniel. Some of y'all are connected to Archangel Raphael, the beam of green light. Okay, somebody tried to uh, bring a natural disaster to you. This was a heartless individual. This could be a boss, a co-worker, a neighbor, or ex-friend that you no longer mess with because guess what it said? Somebody here is connected to an ex. Okay. This could be somebody that you dated in the past that's been watching you. Okay. And remember, it says a physician, medical practitioner, a medic, not being honest. Some of y'all is going to get some money from a lawsuit, and you heard it here. I don't know who's fighting. Like I said, it's coming. It's going to come when you least expect it. Good things are coming, so get ready. You understand me? I'm going to leave. I want to make sure that, well, if you need anything from me, it'll be in the description box. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the bell notification so you'll know when I go live. Ah, my ears. And again, always take what resonates with any reading. Every reading that I do is not going to resonate with you, and that's fine. There are certain key points that you take out. There are certain numbers. There are certain signs and synchronicities that you may hear me say that you can say, oh, yeah, she said this name, or oh, she said that name. Other than that, if it's not for you, don't take it. I love each and every one of you. Thank you for um, coming in with me. Okay. I want to do something. This is not a paid promo or none of that, but I want to read one good thing with you. I want to read one. I'm gonna see where the book stops, and I want to read one. I want to give you some ingredients if you may be dealing with this problem. Okay, I do that. I do high blood pressure. I love you too, Britt. Okay, if you're dealing with high blood pressure, I want you to get 4 cups of water, a half a cup of fresh dandelion green chopped, and a tablespoon of fresh thyme. Okay. So it say bring the water to a boil in a medium sized pot. Add the chopped dandelion greens and thyme leaves to the boiling water. Reduce the heat. Let it simmer for about 10 minutes. Okay. Remove the pot from the heat and strain the infused into a cup. Discard the solids. Enjoy the infused warm. Ideally, he wants you to take this in the morning time. Okay, so this is say dandelion greens and thyme infused is for anybody that could be dealing with high blood pressure and you're trying to get your blood pressure down. You're going to steam this. You could go back and listen to it. Just steam it and drink it like a regular tea. Do it for 7 days. If you feel better after that 7 days, continue for 14 days. I did the Ackline, the addressing kidney disease. So he actually puts you on an alkaline diet. Okay. I love you so much. Be patient with yourself with healing. Take as much time as you need for yourself. Always ask God to give you guidance and ask Him for direction. When in a need and you don't have anybody to talk to, understand that God hears you. Even when you think He's not listening to your prayers, definitely listen. Pray over everything. Pray over your finances. Pray over your mental health. Pray over your children. Pray over your family, your cousins. Pray over the people that you love and ask God to give them the discernment to know when somebody around them is trying to hurt or harm them, or they're in a situation where it's time to leave. God don't make no mistakes. So if you're seeing certain changes in your life, you're being called to go with the change because it's inevitable. I love you. Don't be sad today. Be grateful for everything, how far you've came and where God is getting ready to take you. I'm getting ready to get out of here and go spend some time with my children. Again, if you need anything from me, I cannot receive any emails on Camillia M. Chalmers. You have to go to Miss Camillia Chalmers at gmail.com. Make sure you hype this video up if you like it. And come on, give me a hug. Bring it in. I love you. Say it back. Say it back. You love me too. I'll see you next time. And if you need me for anything, feel free to reach out. Don't be talking about my lips. They was a little dry. Bring me a little water. Bye.